All right, welcome or welcome back if you are a returning viewer. This is the second time I'm recording this because the first time my audio didn't pick up from the mic. But if you read the title, I guess it's kind of weird. But I'm going to get straight into explaining exactly what that means. So, I'm assuming you probably played Subway Surfers before. If you haven't, it's a game where like you are like a graffiti artist, you vandalize a freaking train and you're like running as far as you can from the police chasing you. Similar to Temple Run and other games, endless games of that sort. Anyways, how it relates to self improvement is very interesting. At least I found two points that I can connect the game and self improvement. And the first point being is that when you're playing the game, you're not actually trying to go anywhere. Rather, you are trying to get as far as you can, whether you're using freaking power ups and jetpacks and everything in the game. You're just trying to get the highest score possible and as far away as you can from the starting point. And me as a person, I was very result oriented in my self improvement journey. And after, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or a couple of days of trying something, if I didn't see any results, I would just stop or quit or give up or try something new. But instead, this is very recent. I kind of had these mindsets today and I'm recording a video about it. Um, but what we should be striving towards is just leveling up as much as we can in our life. Like, in a way, there is no cap to how much you can improve in your life. And apply the logic from the game. You're just trying to get away, you're just trying to get as far as you can in the game. So in life, you can just do the same thing where you can just try and improve as much as you can and try to, knock down things as much as you can, achieve your goals, whatever it is. Instead of focusing on one target, just focus on how far can I go? How much better can I get? And I find that very helpful. And the second thing is I actually got inspired from this point. Whoa. The inspiration from this point came from a YouTuber. Um, I believe their name was 30 to Success. I will double check and put it on screen. Um, but the main takeaway is to focus on the negative aspect. Now, let me elaborate. In Subway Surfers, the main character or your character that you're playing, they spray your train and you're running away from a cop behind you, right? And you just want to get as far away from the cop as you can. And in that process, you end up going, I don't know how many meters or whatever the score is in the game. But if I apply that to my life, me as a person who's very result oriented, I am sitting at this level, my current self. My goals are all the way up here, beyond the screen extends, right? And just looking up or reminding myself of these goals every day, it's daunting in a way where some sense of incapacity or some sense of like they're just so far away. Like it's hard to like just get up and get yourself going because of how ambitious you are and how not close you are to these goals, how far away you are. That was a bit of a strange wording. But when you're just so far away from where you want to be, it's harder to move. So what I did today, and this is very recent, it's still undergoing some lab tests, but instead of looking up at my goals, just look at the policeman chasing you. Look at your old current self that you don't want to live like anymore. You know, like I said in the game, you're running away from someone, and in that process, you end up going so far. If you're good at the game, if you're bad, I don't know. But if every time you get like a craving or an urge or something, instead of looking at how far away you are from where you want to get, just focus on like, dang, I really don't like how I feel right now. I don't like that doing such and such is making me kind of depressed and anxious and guilty and shameful. And just kind of try and relive those feelings and understand that you don't want to be in that state anymore. And what will get you to change is to make the hard decisions or to make the choice that induces discomfort. And this is by no means exactly very easy because, of course, we have been wired to our habits. But if you just, over time, if you just make more uncomfortable decisions every day, you'll get there. You'll get there. So, I guess for just to reiterate the Subway Surfers logic is that he's running away from the policeman. Like, I don't know, imagine you're running away from your current self. And in that process of running away from your current self, you will get closer and closer to your ideal self and to your goals. Because whether you're running away from something or running towards something, you can still run the same path. But looking right behind you at your current self is much easier than looking at your ideal self. Like if you're climbing a mountain and like I don't know, a bear is chasing you, it's easier to look at the bear and run away from it than to look at the freaking top and be like, dang, that's a far mountain. Wait, no, mountains are tall. They're not far. That's a tall mountain. So yeah, if you want to take a few actionable steps, set very, very low bar for yourself. And this is not to like I'm not trying to disrespect you, but if you said like I don't know, just have one or two things you want to get done in a day, no questions asked. You know, do that for 2 3 days, maybe add one more thing, or have some sort of routine. Like today, I did a morning routine and I finished it, and it felt good to be honest. And I even did like 20-second cold shower. And I was like, I told myself I'm gonna hop in the cold shower just for like 10 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna switch to hot, just because that made the cold bit easier for me. I'm not like if I just go all in, I might last for a couple of days, but then I might burn out. So just having those, just okay, all I have to do is 10 20 seconds, and then I can switch back to hot. And then if I do that for a week, I might, increase the time under the cold shower, or maybe increase the intensity of my morning routine, or add something else like a night routine as well. Like right now, I'm just doing a morning routine. So just do something that's you can do, and if you aren't able to do it, make it easier until you can do it and stick to that for a few days to a week, then ramp it up slowly. Like if you like tell yourself, I don't know, I'm gonna do like 50 push-ups today. And if 50 is too much, go down to 40, 20, 5. Once you can do 5, or once you can do like, I don't know, 5 minutes of workout, 10 minutes of a workout for 5 days to a week, then you can slowly, slowly ramp it up. And yeah, remember, strive for progress over perfection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know and consider subscribing because, yeah, it's free and it helps me. Otherwise, it's been me. Take care. Peace.